Hello there, good people. I hope you're doing fine. Welcome back to the channel. Right, today I want to talk about things that can happen in the Philippines to anybody. We was at my wife's other house in the mountain last week, and we was having a great time of playing with the dogs, walking around, meeting other people. There was like a small fiesta, which is every now and again people have not a main fiesta, but a fiesta for themselves, whereas they they'll have a big, like a banquet of food, like cakes, pancit canton, all the usual food that Filipinos have. Sometimes they'll have lechon baboy, lechon manok, you know, which is pig or chicken. And me and my wife was having a walk round, and we went to the market. We had a great time. Bought some nice cacao chocolate, which I do like because apparently it's healthy and it's good for you. It's the raw cocoa bean, and what they do is they refine it into a tablet, and you make it into a drink. Now, if you drink it without sugar, which is, I know with sugar and it's defeating the object, but if you drink it without sugar, it's very, very bitter. But it's actually good for you, and it's full of antioxidants. Anyway, we had a great time, we had a great weekend. We saw a brother got us some coconuts. One of the main reasons to go up there was we put his internet in about 2 months ago, I think it was, and it broke. He couldn't get no signal because water had got into the cable. What we did is we connected a 60-metre network cable from the router in my wife's house up to his house, which is about 60 metres away. And what happened is rain got into the cable and fouled the connections, and it was getting no signal at all. So what we did is we dried it out. I've got to go back, but it's a long drive. It's about 6 to 8 hour drive depending on the traffic. But anyway, we've got to go back because I've got to change the end. I should have took the tool with me, I know I should have, but it's one of them. But I did bring the tool to replace the end of the network cable from the UK when I come here from the UK. But anyway, let's get on with the story. Anyway, we was doing great. He's 55 years old, a brother. And when we come back the day after, we got a phone call from his from the wife's sister saying, "Oh, Julian's been taken to hospital." And she says, "Why?" She was panicking, you know, which as your sister you would. She says, "He's had a stroke." Oh my God. You know, he was literally on his deathbed. His blood pressure was 190 over 30, which is a strange blood pressure, which means it's hard to pump out into your system, and the 30 is what comes back. So that's your negative pressure, obviously if it would be in a circulatory system. But 190 over 30 is really bad, you know. And while he was in hospital, it actually crept up to 230 over 20, that's critical. That is absolutely critical. Anyway, they kept him in. They kept him in for a whole week. You know, he had a private room because he won't go into the municipal hospital because he's a pig farmer and he's not a poor man. So they went into a private room, no aircon, just a fan, but you know, still a private room at the end of the day. And each time the doctor come round, it's 2,000 peso just to have that visit. And the doctor is the one who can say, oh, you can either go or you have to stay. Anyway, what they've done is they've put him onto beta blockers, which levels out your blood pressure. And obviously he's had to go on baby aspirin. But the beauty of it is, or the best part is, they didn't leave it long after he had the stroke. In fact, it was instant. They went to hospital, and he's lost none of his faculties, none at all, which I am absolutely so pleased with because he's a great guy. He really is. He's always been welcoming to me, you know, and I love him to bits. I mean, he sings his songs on the karaoke. He's very raw. He doesn't understand much English. I mean, one of his things is like amping, which is, I hope you do well, and no problem, which we always say to each other now, no problem. But, you know, his diet is not brilliant because he eats a lot of pork, and also he smokes a lot of the the leaf tobacco, which he doesn't put into a lombo as they call it. He rolls it raw and he smokes the whole leaf, you know, which is, as you can imagine, it's like smoking a cigar, but you know, he inhales it all the way back in, and he's smoking them for years. But I think now he'll have to give that up. Anyway, he's out of hospital now and he's back home. But you know, the hospital bill wasn't too bad. I won't tell you how much, but it was well over 100,000 peso. But they paid that off, you know. They had a bit of help from family, and I did chip in a bit just to make sure he could get out of the hospital. But you know, it makes you think. What about if this happened to me? I mean, they live like 40 minutes away from the hospital. Where we live in North Cebu, and I'm a minimum. The nearest good hospital is 4 hours, which is like Cebu City. You know, and it's things like this that make you think. What happens? Because I don't know. I don't know what to say. Because it's a difficult decision to make. You know, we've just bought another house, and I've got to make sure I keep fit and healthy. I mean, we go walking every day, and we do keep fit. I haven't got the best of diets, you know, because I do like my pork. We have bacon and egg sandwiches on a Sunday, but all the week I eat like cereals for breakfast, and we have a quick lunch. But I don't eat a lot of fried food, I must admit that. I don't eat a lot of fried food at all. Probably once or twice a week maximum. When we go out, we'll have some fried chicken at the fried chicken shop, because I do enjoy it. Anyway, like I was saying, what do I do if I get that sick? Will I even make it to the hospital? We don't know. None of us know. It's just one of those things, you know. I mean, I love this place, but I'm going back to the UK soon, and I think what I'll do is I'll get a full doctor's checkup before I come back to see if there's anything that can be spotted, anything that's wrong, you know, anything that needs to be put right while I'm there. Anyway, folks, that was just a quick one. Thanks for watching. You know, if you like the channel, please like it and subscribe. You know, so have a great life, and bear that in mind if you're coming to move out anywhere, you know, because yeah, it's something you got to think about. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon. Bye.